the good work and save some frames. Smiley face. We have a $10 donation from Divine Goose. Says, donating for an amazing event and an amazing cause. My dad lost his battle with cancer about 7.5 years ago, and my girlfriend's grandmother is now starting her own battle with this insidious disease. While I don't have a lot to give, every little bit helps. It's time to put an end to this demon that has affected so many lives, and I couldn't think of a better event to donate towards doing so. Thank you, GDQ, for the incredible event and everything you do. All right, we have a $20 donation from Potato Farmer. Greetings from Germany. Love the awful block, and there is nothing better than waking up to a bunch of bad games. Final Fantasy IX will be on German weekend primetime, so why not give Zidane and Steiner German names? Shout out to Dalamore and Mayaz. I feel like I may have mispronounced some of those names. Apologies if I did. We have a $5 donation from Jolene32. Says, hello there. Shout outs to all the staff and runners for another great year of speedruns. And we are now ready. Cool Kid is ready to go with Garfield, A Week of Garfield. Take it away.
All right, all right. Before I do anything, here's the demo of the game. It's a pretty good demo. All right, so my name's Cool Kid. Cool Kid or Garf Kid, whatever.
The big boy.
The big boy. With me, I've got my dear friends Wyrm, McAaronice, and Blechy, who'll be doing most of the commentary for this run. All right, so I'm not going to delay. I'm just going to go. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
So the story of this game is actually pretty sad. It's that Odie just kind of walked away slowly, and now Garfield is spending an entire sleepless week trying to find him. The Cool Kid is taking, you can see that slim bar of health at the top there. He started with 10 and only has 1 health left. He took a couple intentional hits to bring it to 1. And then he's going to eat some fish bones, which will send him at just the right amount of health to actually make the game think right there. And he actually has max health now. And then Monday is closing off already. I mean, time flies when you're having fun. As he's going through this game, you can kind of see that he doubles back pretty often here. That is because even though the neighborhood is so dangerous with all these creatures, some of which are heavily armed actually, trying to stop you from finding Odie, there are a lot of items strewn about. The most important ones there are 2 in particular, lasagna and speed shoes. You can see the speed shoes right there. Speed shoes will speed him up significantly. Lasagna changes the music and more importantly, will give him invincibility where he can actually just run straight through enemies. Also, when he reaches the end of a screen, you can kind of tell that the screen just stops. At that point, he needs to find a key somewhere on the screen so that he can continue. But yeah, each one of these kind of white boxes is something he's uncovering. They're all very set. He knows exactly where they are, and it's just a matter of kind of finding those things as soon as possible, especially, again, the speed boots and the lasagna. There are fish bones, which decreases health, and there are, let's see what John has to say. Did you find Odie? Not yet, John. We're on it, though. It's already been 2 days, but no sleep, some food, but no sleep just yet. We have a bunch of attacks at our disposal. The most important one of which right now is just this straight little, you can barely even see it, but you'll notice that sometimes Garfield's foot rises up slightly. That's his main attack. It lasts maybe like 1/3 of a second or so, and the hurt box is only in your lower half. So right now he's invincible, but otherwise he's just kind of timing these attacks to scratch via that little kind of raising foot attack. It's very dangerous. Oh my goodness! So that's another thing about this game actually, is that
the iframes almost don't exist.
Yeah. Hunt for. Okay, so we're off at downtown. We've searched the house. We've searched the local neighborhood. Now we're down at downtown on Thursday already. Even there's a bunch of kind of these different stores in the background. Let's see. That one has sales going on. That's pretty nice. This one. Oh, we got a nice little restaurant there.
I love restaurant.
Oh, I love Foods.
Oh, yum.
But that's different from the restaurant. Foods is different from the restaurant. And you'll actually notice that in the background, there are these kind of beautiful, majestic city skylines. The thing is, the entirety of SM64 is programmed into those background skylines if you go up, but that's a different category entirely. Other attacks we have are, you can notice in the upper right there, other items he's been picking up. We have the bones, we have the pies, and then what are the last ones? Laundry detergent or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are 3 different weapons, the most useful of which is the pies, because when they hit the ground, they split and can actually, you saw that Garfield doesn't have iframe. Okay, here we have the very first one, which is like a honey badger of sorts or something. And the pies, if we throw them, split when they hit the ground. And just kind of push the projectiles that come off of them, push the enemy back and cause them to keep taking damage. That was actually a very solid fight. So here we are at Friday already. Game moves very quickly. Those fleas along the ground can actually stun you. And, oh my god, like that, please be gentle. Okay. I'm surprised actually that Wyrm didn't take full advantage and murder you. There can only be 4 enemies on screen at a time, so coolkid makes use of that sometimes, especially with these birds, which conveniently run at the same speed as Garfield, and will just kind of like stay on the screen as you just continue moving along. So on this screen, in this level, Thursday coming up, we actually have a giant grizzly bear. That's going to be the That's going to be the boss of this level. A knife. Oh no, we killed the knife-wielding grizzly bear. The grizzly bear throws apples, and though, especially with these projectiles, they can just kind of stun you and kill you very quickly. I cannot believe we haven't died yet, but you know, give it time. Give it time. There it is. Nice.
May I help you?
May I help you? Yeah, you can help us find Odie. You've just been here in like these cutscenes the entire time. Be of some use, please. So here we're on Saturday. The weekend stages actually have 2 parts each. So this game has 2 Saturday stages, 2 Sunday stages, and then spoiler alert, you know, plug your ears if you don't want spoilers, but at the end of Sunday, we do find Odie. So here we are, I think this is just kind of like back at the park, a beautiful bridge. There actually, surprisingly enough, is not that much luck to this game. There are some enemies with luck components. Those fish, which we saw a bit ago, have particular jump heights. But even these birds have, I think, pretty set flying patterns, right?
Yeah.
So coolkid knows what's going to happen. But it's just a matter of, oh, here we are. The huge dragon. Right. Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Man, I can't believe I haven't died yet. All right.
Yeah, the dragon wielding some baseballs. So there are not any bosses in Saturday Part 2 or Sunday Part 1. The bosses are actually the most menacing part of this game. So it's really cool that the fights have gone so fast. So again, speedrunning this game is mostly about knowing where the lasagna, well, for one thing, the first gateway is knowing where the milestone, knowing where the keys, the lasagna, and the speed boots are, because you need to make use of especially that lasagna as much as possible, as well as the speed boots as much as possible. Right now, you can just kind of barely tell. Okay, the invincibility ended. You can just tell, oh, that was close. You can land in the water. It's not instant kill, but it does drain your health very quickly. Strewn about the level is also, besides kind of all those items we've gone over, are health refills, which can refill, I think. Okay, what do you got for us, John? Keep looking. Thanks. Thanks. We've been looking this entire time. We haven't had a minute of sleep, frankly. It's kind of rude for you to even say that, but we'll keep looking, John. All right. So here we are at the parking garage. I think there's a mini game in one of these garages where you can just kind of I don't know, do a bunch of file sorting, and that kind of gives you 5 more lives. But
yeah, Yeah, it wastes too much
we won't
time.
do that, yeah. So that's not true, though. And you only have one life in this game, but unlimited continues. If you do die, you get set to begin at the beginning of that level with the ammo you have. So the game is pretty kind in that way, but is unkind in every single other way. So I think this is Sunday part 1, is that right?
Yes, exactly. We're actually coming up to the very final level of the game already.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, what do you got for us, John? Let's chat. What? What do you, is this a threat? What do you mean? So John has been helping us so far, but in the end here, we have found out that after conquering all of his minions, it was Dr. Wily all along that's been behind all these hijinks. So we skipped the cutscene, the cinematic cutscene, which kind of revealed that. But right now we're trying to find Dr. Wily. There are now 4 birds on the screen. coolkid is going to try and keep them on screen, and he's using the crawl to move along the screen so that they cannot hurt him, and just kind of making sure that nothing else spawns. Meanwhile, trying to jump that and get that key is pretty dangerous. So we're in the final office building of the game. We're going to see Odie in the background here, and then it's just the Dr. Wily fight remaining. He has quite a dangerous attack. It's the knife attack, which we've actually seen the very first boss use. It's totally identical to that, but it's dangerous. Oh, the flea!
no,
Flea! Oh, that could have been the perma-stun lock. Oh my goodness. There's Odie. He wants to be freed, and it's just this fight left.
Right, final boss fight.
What a fight!
Okay, it's not yet. Okay,
Yeah.
That's the final stretch.
So we've rescued Odie. Birds can still spawn and kill you. We're
Hey.
hoping that doesn't happen.
Let's go home, Odie. Oh, that's
Oh! There was a last-minute bird. Congratulations, boys.
It was easy. All right. So yeah, that was a week of Garfield.
Oh yes, that's time by the way.
Yeah, that was time.
Yeah, that was. All right. Thank you all very much for having me, and thank you. Big thanks to my wonderful couch. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Garfield.
It was easy.
It was easy.
And yeah, see you again sometime.
All right, great job there. That was coolkid with Garfield, a week of Garfield. Coming up next, we have Brosentia running Monkey King. And let us see what we have here. We got a few more donations coming in here early this morning here at Awesome Games Done Quick 2019. We have a $15 donation from Verxel. Says, this block is awful and I love it. Take this money for a great cause. $10 from Michael K. that says, awful games are the best awesome games. We have a $100 donation from Lutra that says, I love the Awful Games block. Would love to see it during prime time. We have a $50 donation from Deject that says, I'd love to see the Mexican runner do Cuphead. Let's get it done, everyone. And on that note, just want to remind you that is one of our upcoming incentives, the bonus game Cuphead. The donation goal is $75,000. It's currently setting at $30,538. So if you want to see Cuphead, get those donations in. We have a $10.23 donation from Anonymous. Awful games, awful to play, but awesome to watch. Prevent cancer. Thanks to all the runners. $10 from Arch Magus, who says, shout outs to everybody coming together to make a difference. Thank you, runners, hosts, organizers, donators, chat, for building beauty around something too many of us have had to see and go through. All right, we're going to go to a quick word from the Yeti, and we'll be right back. And that was the Yeti. Just to tell you a little bit about them, have you snagged your official AGDQ merch yet? Head on over to www.theyeti.com/AGDQ to see all of the incredible designs they have available. There's tees, pins, and a finale patch that will only be available for a limited time. And a portion of every sale goes to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. And speaking of Prevent Cancer, they are the reason why we have come together here at Awesome Games Done Quick 2019. Just to tell you a little bit about them, the Prevent Cancer Foundation is the only United States-based nonprofit organization solely dedicated to cancer prevention and early detection. Their mission is saving lives across all populations through cancer prevention and early detection. Their vision is to stop cancer before it starts. And you can find more about their work at preventcancer.org. Anonymous sends in a $50 donation saying, donating for the motion sickness Done Quick block. More hover cannons will be coming soon. We have a $50 donation from Lutra. Says, shout out to the Awful Games block. I will always donate for this. Anonymous sends in a $50 donation that says, it was easy. It sure is. Thank you, Anonymous. We have $25 from Tonfu that says, good luck to all the runners. We love awful games. $5 from Jake61 that says, chat, get the Twitch Prime subs going. Have you heard about Twitch Prime, by the way? Here, it's a thing. We have a $100 donation from Jones A that says, spending my birthday across the country from my wife, but watching this with her. Thanks, AGDQ. Please take my money, and awful block is best block. $25 from Sous Vide Gamer. Can't wait to see my favorite streamer running Cuphead during the marathon. TMR, beat the cancer. Dadaf sends in $25, says, awful games block, hogwash. I'm so happy these games exist because this is so fun to watch. 5th year watching, and good afternoon from Norway. And good morning from the United States. Zanrio sends in $25 and says, as a fan of So Bad It's Good stuff, I always love seeing the terrible games during the Awful Games block. Keep up the good work. Canel sends in $30, says, awful blocks is always the best thing to watch. Donation goes to Announcer's Choice. Well, thank you. Don't mind if I do. That's going to be Final Fantasy IX blindfolded menuing, by the way, in case you were curious. Adjantis sends in $50. Another year, another AGDQ. Keep up the good work for the good cause. Also want to tell you about another one of our sponsors here at Awesome Games Done Quick 2019, World 9 Gaming. From PCs to arcades and consoles, old and new, World 9 Gaming aims to provide the highest quality video gaming experience to events in the Midwest and beyond. With our dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and expansive collection of games and consoles, World 9 is ready to take your event to the next level. For information on booking and upcoming events, check world9gaming.com. Also, to give you some information on an upcoming bid war, it's the file name for Celeste. Currently, Charlotte is winning by a hefty margin. Based on my quick math, about $1,210 it's winning by is currently setting at $3,252. The second place, 20 by Teen, is currently setting at $2,040. So if you want a different file name other than Charlotte, you may want to get those donations in.